see. They should send out the captains here, and we'll try to.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associates to learn more.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line. Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive, defensive line. Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner. Dog!
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Dog!
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker.
Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN. Dog.
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog!
Patrick Triggs, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenny, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker.
Trey Sanchit, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Layton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Meidel, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback. Dog!
Eli Stemper, running back, sophomore, DN. Number 22 on the field, number 1 New Girls Heart.
Brett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Sorten Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon Wyatt, sophomore, split end, safety.
Smith Center and Ellis will be in the auxiliary gym. So both teams are now out onto the field. Ellsworth is lining up to kick it off, and we should be just moments away from the start of tonight's ball game. Going back for the Panthers will be Russell and Hanchett. The deep ones, Johnson, along with number 32, Allen, or 35 looks like maybe. That's Sisson, yes. Hunter Sisson, along with Johnson, are the up backs in front of the deep backs. So the Bearcats have it teed up and waiting for the signal. They get the signal, and the kick is coming down straight. Scriver bounces. Johnson picks it up, and they blow the whistle dead. And we may have had somebody offsides. So that's a 5-yard penalty on Ellsworth, I believe. Let's see. Oh, illegal procedure, so it's still 5 yards. Just try to keep track of the number and the yardage, Matt. That's what Jason usually does. Hopefully the Panthers play a clean game here and don't have a whole lot of penalties. They did not have a lot of penalties last week down at Minneapolis. They played very well. Just could not get the ball in the end zone. So the Bearcats will tee it up once again. Now they get the signal from the official. And here comes the kick. The kick is coming straight down the field, coming down, and it looks like Russell has it. He's at the 25, looking for some blocks. Following his blockers, cuts up, makes one guy miss. He breaks a tackle, and he's on the go. Russell, maybe turn this all the way, but there's a flag. There's a flag on the far corner. Russell returns it 78 yards for the touchdown, but I got a feeling it's coming back. So that's going to take a little wind out of the Panther sail here, as Russell did a great job following his blocks, got right up the field, and we're going to have a penalty, I believe, on the Panthers. So Panthers did a great job setting that one up, Matt.
Yeah, they did a good job. And you said it was just on the backside. I don't know what happened if someone held, but it's on the backside. It actually had probably nothing to do with the play, but.
Yep, completely. As you mentioned, he caught it on that side, but by the time he was even close to being ready to go down the wall, that was way out of the play. So we'll have to see. Now they mark the Panthers off, and they will start deep in their own territory now. Instead of having 6 points on the board, they will start 1st and 10 at about their own 23-yard line. So let's see if the Panthers can shake that off and get their offense going. As I say, they did a great job running that kickoff all the way back for the touchdown. Now they're going to bring in a ball and stop play even a little longer. I don't think it's wet out, so I don't know why they need to exchange the ball, but they are going to do that. So now the Panthers line up their half wishbone offense, one wide out to the near side. Blackburn takes it, hands the ball off to the second back through. That's Johnson. He runs hard, lowers his head, and gets up and is close to a first down. We'll see where they mark the ball, as I think he's going to be just short of it. Yep. One of the Panthers players signaled first down, but it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Panthers. That was Johnson on a 9-yard run. So now the wishbone. Panthers go to the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Again, Blackburn in the shotgun. Takes the ball, heads off to the second back through. That's Hanchett. Makes one guy miss and just dives forward up to about the 35. So he's going to have about 3 yards on the play, and it will be first down for the Panthers. So the Panthers have 2 plays and a first down. That's a good start for their offensive series here. Again, Joel Ford out. Jesse Blackburn in at quarterback. Now the Panthers spread 2 guys to the far side, 1 to the near side. And Blackburn is in the shotgun. Guy comes in motion. They hand the ball off to Hanchett. Hanchett's met right at the line, and he may get a yard on the play, but not a whole lot of room inside there for that play. So the Panthers now face a 2nd and let's call it 9. Just trying to see. Tyler Davis was a receiver in there. They got some changes for the Panthers with the quarterback situation. Now the Panthers send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, 1 back behind, and they hand the ball off to Rodriguez right up the middle, and he breaks 1 tackle, but he's thrown down for another very short gain of another yard, so let's call it. Now it's going to bring up 3rd, and they don't mark it very far. 3rd, and let's call it 9. So big third down here. The Panthers trying to keep this drive alive here. Have not tried anything to the outside yet. Been both up the middle, all 4 runs. Now, they send 3 guys to the far side, 1 guy behind Blackburn. Blackburn takes the ball, wants to throw it, throws it out on the flat. He's got a guy, he makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. He's down the sideline. He's bounced out at about the 41, 42-yard line. So a quick screen pass caught by Johnson, I believe. So that is a Panther first down as Johnson hauled it in. And it is, the ball will be placed down at the 43, let's call it, of Ellsworth. So the Panthers keeping their drive live, moving the ball, trying to do exactly what they want to do, keep the ball moving, 2 to each side for the Panthers. They take the ball now. Blackburn makes a guy miss, cuts back inside, hops over the 40 to about the 30, well, let's just call it about the 40s where they're going to place him down at. So let's call it a gain of about 3 on the play. They gave him maybe 4. But let's call it second and a long 6 for the Panthers. 9:06 left to go here in the opening quarter. First drive for the Panthers. They've had the ball since the start of the game. Now they go back to the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Ellsworth showing blitz. They take the ball, hand it off to Hanson. Hanson follows his blockers, cuts inside, lowers his head, and dives forward. He's going to be close, and he probably will have another first down. So they're going to put the ball at 32. So let's call that a gain of about 7 or 8 yards on the play. So the Panthers have had 3 first downs here, back to back to back, and are moving the ball against the Ellsworth defense. Again, the Panthers break the huddle. They stay in the wishbone. Sets it down, hands off to the second back through, and there's a big pile and not a whole lot going there as he might got to the 30. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him the 30, so let's call it a gain of about 3 for Johnson on the carry. As Matt, not talking a lot, but we've got second and let's call it 7 for the Panthers. Ball's at the Ellsworth 30. Now they send Davis to the far side. Power I. Man comes in motion. They hand the ball off to Hatch at the first back. He cuts back against the grain and leans forward for a gain of about, let's call it 2. So it's going to bring up, let's call it 3rd and about 5 for the Panthers. So another big third down here. You may be in 4-down territory as the Panthers have moved the ball so far well on the ground. One pass that got him a big first down on the last third down. Now, they send 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Again, Blackburn works out of the shotgun. Goes back, pitches up, back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for a block. Gets him, lowers his head, and he's going to be real close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it as Rodriguez lowered his shoulder, and they put the ball down, and we'll see if he's got the first down. They're looking at it, and first down they call for the Panthers. So the Panthers keep the drive alive on 3rd and 5. They pick up the yards, and the ball now will be placed at the Ellsworth 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Again, they go back to the half wishbone. Man comes in motion. They hand the ball off. No, Blackburn keeps it, runs the option, cuts it back upside, cuts against grain, cuts back against the grain, makes one more guy miss, and he's in for a touchdown. So Blackburn on a 23-yard run with 7:14 to go here in this quarter. It's a 23-yard run by Jesse Blackburn, and the Panthers are on the board first here against Ellsworth. So they lead it 6-0, and they will line up for the extra point. In to try the extra point is Bowl, a 5'10", 219-pound freshman. Waiting for the snap. Snap is back. Ball is placed down. Kick is up. And it looks good. And it is. So the Panthers are on top by the score of 7-0. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area.
Welcome back, everyone, to Panther Stadium as we've got 7:14 left to go in the first quarter, and the Panthers take the opening drive and drive it down for the 23-yard run by Blackburn, get the extra point, and they lead the Bearcats by the score of 7-0. That was an impressive drive, Matt.
That's exactly what they want to do. Take some, big chunks off the clock and just keep driving down. They had that one pass, which was about a 30-yard pass, which is like off a screen. It was just set up beautifully.
So Boyle has it teed up and will be ready to kick off. Gets the signal from the official. And he approaches the football, kicks it off, and it's a high coming to the near side. Bounces, and it bounces out of bounds. So there will be a flag. We'll see whether they want them Panthers to kick it off or if they'll take the ball, I believe, at the 35-yard line. So they'll wait for the decision from Ellsworth. So I think they are going to move the ball in and take it from the 35. So again, Ellsworth, a lot different team than the Panthers as they throw the ball around a lot. Panthers want to run it and eat up the clock. So Panthers pass defense, if we get some pressure on the quarterback, that could be key here. So Ellsworth comes out. They send 2 to each side, 3 to the far side. Quarterback is all by himself. Goes back, gets a high snap, throws the ball quickly in the flat. It's caught on the far side. Makes one guy miss, and the Panthers get him for a gain of about 7 yards on the play. So the Panthers are going to probably have to close the gap a little bit, take away some of the short passes. So Ellsworth breaks the huddle. Now they have 1 back or 2 backs with the quarterback. Takes the ball, hands it. He throws it on the flat to a guy on the receiver. Makes one guy miss and is bounced out of bounds. And enough for the first down. So Ellsworth picks up their first down of the game, moving the ball just the opposite of the Panthers through the air. Again, Ellsworth breaks the huddle. They send 1 wide out to each side, 3 guys in the backfield by the quarterback. Takes the ball, hands it off, and he breaks 1 tackle, gets on the side, gets a gain of about 4 yards on the carry. So it brings up a second, and let's call it 6 for the Bearcats. 6:24 and counting here in quarter number 1. Again, the Panthers on top, 7-0. So now the Bearcats send 2 to the near side. Switching backs around, and now there's a little conversation in the background. As quarterback snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, and he breaks 1 tackle, now breaks another tackle, misses a guy, and is ahead for a gain. Nice gain of probably about 8 or 9 yards, enough for the first down, and the ball is going to be placed at the Panther 39-yard line. So the Panthers, when they get a chance, are going to have to stop the run. They can't give up big yards on the run. So now Ellsworth sends 1 wide out to the very far side. Now they bring him in. Quarterback takes the high snap, hands the ball off, and he's caught from behind as Meidel chases him down from behind and drops him for a loss of a yard on the play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Bearcats. So 2nd and 11. Good defensive play by Meidel on that play. As now you expect maybe the Bearcats to go back to their air attack as they send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback has 1 back behind him. He works out of the shotgun. 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Waits for the snap, gets it, throws the ball out in the flat. He's got a man over there, makes a guy miss, and he's ahead for a nice gain. If the Panthers are going to play that far off the ball, they've got to make the tackle when they come up, or it's just a pitch and catch. And Ellsworth looks like they do that very well, as it was 2nd and 11. Now it's going to be 3rd, and let's call it a long 3. So a gain of 8 on that short pass play.
Yeah, they just keep doing a small screens out to the far side, and there's no one up on them.
So Ellsworth breaks the huddle. They send 2 to the far, 1 to the near. Again, the quarterback has a couple backs behind him, throws the ball over the middle, and it's caught. And it's ahead for a first down as he gets it down to about the 25-yard line. So just like that, the Bearcats move the chains once again. Panthers defensive line is going to have to get their hands up. Maybe that'll throw him off a little bit. But right now, he's completing, I think he's completed every pass. Now they go more to a power formation. 2 backs to the sides, 1 behind him. Quarterback takes the ball, fakes it now. He keeps it himself, and the Panthers are right there to stuff him, as that is a good tackle by, I believe, Burrish on the tackle. So, second and let's call it 10. Good defensive play that time by the Panthers. Bearcats break the huddle. They go back to their pass attack formation, 2 to each side. Quarterback goes back, throws the ball quickly, hits his man. Guy misses, one guy misses, and dives ahead for a gain. He gets a nice spot down to about the 17.5-yard line. So a pickup of about 7 on the play. Brings up third, and let's call it a long 3 again for the Bearcats.
There, the defensive line got some good penetration. Made him throw it faster than I think he wanted to.
So the Panther defense needs to come up and stop him here. Again, Panthers defensive backs, 5-7 yards off. They need to be quicker, closer up there. As Ellsworth takes the ball, throws it, fakes it one way, now throws it to the inside, and its pass is broken up this time, incomplete. So it'll be 4th down as Davis was on the coverage that time. Made a nice play. So 4th and 3. Let's see what the Bearcats want to do here on 4th and 3.
Yeah, that was just a good heads-up play by Tyler Davis. He read the quarterback's eyes the entire way.
Yeah, he faked one way and then looked back, and Davis was right there. So now Bearcats going for it. Big 4th down here for the defense. 3 to one side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback's all by himself. Panthers showing blitz. They come with it hard blitz. Picked up, and now he runs forward, and the Panthers drop him. I don't think he got there. I think he had to get inside. So, yeah, he's dropped about at the 17, had to get to the 16. So the Panthers defense comes up with a big stop and get the ball back on downs.
That's going to be the key to the Panthers' success, getting that penetration, making him having to scramble, and just good play by Brock Bursch.
So the Panthers offense comes out. Now they need to eat up some clock and move the ball like they did in that first series. They go to the wishbone. Blackburn again sets down, hands off to the second back through, follows his blockers, leg drives. He's up over the 20 to about the 21, maybe. Yeah, let's just call it the 21. So there's going to be a gain of about, let's see where they actually mark the ball. Let's say a gain of about 3 on the play. So 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. 2:40 and counting here in quarter number 1. Again, the Panthers on top, 7-0. They stay in the wishbone. They pitch the ball to Hatchet. Hatchet trying to follow his blockers, cuts back inside, cuts up back against Great. He's close to about the 24-yard line. Brought down there, so there'll be another gain, about 3 maybe on the play. Let's see. Yeah, let's call it gain of 3. That brings up 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Panthers would love to pick up this first down, at least to keep this drive going here. We're headed to 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Again, the Panthers on top, 7-0. Now, Panthers break from the wishbone. They go to the flex bone. Quarterback Blackburn takes it, throws the ball out to Johnson. We have a flag on the play, and Johnson's going to be stopped short of the first down. So we do have a flag on the play. Holding against the Panthers. So we'll see whether Ellsworth wants to take 4th and 3 or back them up and give them another down. holding is going to be declined, so that penalty does not count against the Panthers. 4th and 3 for the Panthers, so Ellsworth gambling that the Panthers won't go for it. As now, Panthers look confused. Guys coming in late, coming out late. So now, Panthers step back, and they go back into punt formation. A new punter, because Ford did the punting. Snap is back. That's Johnson. Johnson punts it. Not real high, not very deep. Takes a Panther bounce. I think it hit. I think it hit the Ellsworth player on the foot, and it should be the Panthers football.
Yeah, I believe that was just the Ellsworth player wasn't paying attention. It was high and short, and I think it got him on his foot.
So we'll have to wait and see as they... Yep, it is Panther ball as it hit the Ellsworth player. So the Panthers have it 1st and 10 on the Ellsworth 40-yard line. So a big break for the Panthers. They need to capitalize on it.
That's going to be huge, especially if they can go down and score and go up 14-0.
Minute 17 left to go in the quarter. Panthers send 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, half a flex mode. Now Johnson goes in motion inside. They hand the ball off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is cut down after a gain of about 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Panthers haven't been able to get much on the ground this drive.
Well, they're still trying to pound it inside. I'd like to see what kind of speed Ellsworth has and see if we could maybe get to the outside. We're under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Again, 1 wide out to the near side, half a flex mode. Panthers take the ball, they hand it off. No, Blackburn keeps it, stiffs arm one guy, dives ahead, and he makes it to about the 35. So he's going to gain about 4, let's call it on the play. And we'll bring up a 3rd, and let's call it a long 5 for the Panthers, maybe closer to 6. So the Panthers probably have 2 downs to pick up just 5 yards. We'll see what they want to do here, as now they go back to the wishbone. Blackburn again operating out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to the first back through, and he's got a running room. Oh, he's drugged down from behind. He's going to be just short, I believe, of the yard to get. He's down at the 31. They got to get to the 30. And there's a first quarter is over. So at the end of one quarter, it's the Panthers 7, the Bearcats nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hello. I'm Andrew LaRue, a senior at Phillipsburg High School and a member of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Facebook followers who continue to read, like, and share the stories that we post. We also want to remind our followers that MyPCO is much more than just a Facebook page. We're working hard to bring you local stories that you won't find on any other online news source. If you want a great online source for local news, go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com. Our homepage has featured stories, but you can also click on news at the top for more stories. Want even more local stories? Click on Phillips County area to find even more. Thanks again for supporting My Phillips County Online.
Welcome back, everyone. Back here at Panther Stadium on a Friday night. Quarter number 1 is in the books, and the Panthers take the opening kickoff and drive down and score, get the extra point, and they lead it 7-0. Now, here in the second quarter, the Panthers have a golden opportunity, 4th and a long 1, as they got the ball on a punt that hit one of the Ellsworth players, and they're trying to take advantage of it here to start the second quarter. 4th and 1. Let's see what the Panthers do. They line up in the flex mode. Ellsworth showing blitz. They hand the ball off quickly, and I believe he's ahead over the 30 to the 29, as that is Rodriguez with a carry of 2 yards, gets the first down for the Panthers. So the Panthers drive alive. Here's they forgot to start the clock. So the Panthers go back to the wishbone. Hopefully that's not 10 seconds we need later, but they take the ball, head it off to the second back through. That's Hanson, breaks it on one tackle, dives inside the 25 to about the 24.5-yard line. Good hard running by Hanchett, as that's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
Like you said, the Panthers, they just keep going straight downhill, straight up the gut. Not much to the outside.
So far, I don't know if we're trying to set something up, but so far they're having success. They stay in the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Blackburn again out of the shotgun. Takes the ball, wants to throw it. He's got a man wide open, throws the ball down there. It's caught by Davis. Touchdown as the Panthers were setting it up beautifully with 11 to go here in the second quarter. The Panthers are on the board again on call it a 24-yard pass from Blackburn to Davis. So the Panthers now lead it by the score of 13-0 here. And they're lining up for the extra point. Snap is back. Ball is placed down. Kick is going to the far side. Didn't look like it was a good snap or good hold, but the kick is no good. But the Panthers lead it by the score of 13-0. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hello, I'm Gracie Jessup. I'm a senior at Phillipsburg High School, and I'm one of MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com's event managers. We'd like the event calendar on our site to be one calendar you go to find all the happenings that are going on in Phillips County. We plan on putting all Phillips County school events, church events, chamber events, fundraisers, suppers, you name it. We'd like to add it to our event calendar. If you have an event you'd like to add to the calendar, simply go to MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com, click on the events heading, click on add an event, fill out all the information about your event, and then click submit. Once we receive your submission, we'll review it and add it to the site. We look forward to adding your event to our calendar. Thank you.
Ready to kick off for the second time tonight as they've almost doubled their scoring output for the season average here is 7.7. They have 13, so not quite double, but so far they've had the ball twice and have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they're throwing the ball better than they typically do. I mean, 54 yards so far in the first half.
So Panthers approach the ball. They kick it off. It's coming down, kind of a squib kicker, bounces around, and now it's just covered up by the Bearcats at their 34-yard line. Good smart play by the Bearcats to cover that squib kick up because that's a live ball. And so the Panther defense will be back out onto the field once again. So Panthers have played a good first quarter. They need to put 3 more good quarters back together to get this victory here. Now, Ellsworth sends one wide out to each side. They go to kind of a power I formation. Hank the ball off, hand it to the back. He's cut down, dives over the Seth Keaton in there, and he dives ahead for a gain of about 1 yard on first down. So let's call it second and a short 9 for the Bearcats. Keaton shot the gap there and just made a good play, freshman.
Yeah, he just tripped him up, didn't wrap him up, but did just enough to bring him down.
So second and, let's say, a short 9 for the Bearcats. Ball is just over their own 35. 10:35 to go in the second quarter. Panthers up 13-0. One wide out to each side. Now they show the blitz. Hands the ball up, and there's a big gap as the running back turns up the field and gets a gain of about 13 yards on the play for a first down. Ball will be placed at the Bearcat 48-yard line. So big gap that time in the Panther defense.
He had a hole. Could have fit a bus through that hole.
Yeah, they must have blitzed or went the wrong gaps. But first and 10 for the Bearcats. Again, one wide out to each side. Quarterback takes hands off to the back. He follows blockers, cuts back in, makes a couple guys miss, and he's got 6 yards on the carry. As Panthers are there, they just overran the play, and he dives ahead for a gain of about 6. Let's call it second and 4 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Devin Johnson came from the backside and nearly got him down, just couldn't finish the tackle.
So the Panthers now, defense needs to dig in. You don't want to give up a touchdown here as you've kind of controlled this game for the early part anyway. Now, one wide out to each side. Again, they stay in their version of the flex mode. Take the ball, give the handoff, and the quarterback keeps it this time. The Panthers bounce him out of bounds. Boy, Panthers had the running back dead to right, but the quarterback kept it and gets ahead for a gain of about 6 more yards and another first down.
Yeah, that was just a good read by their quarterback. Decided to keep it instead of give it to the halfback.
Yeah, the halfback would have been dropped for about a 3-yard loss. Play comes in from the sideline. First and 10, the ball just inside the Panther 40-yard line. Bearcats were down inside around our 20-25-yard line. So they're trying to get down in scoring position once again. Again, one wide out to each side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws the ball high, lofted it up. Panther defense is back there, but he doesn't know where the ball is, and it's caught down to the 15-yard line. So Panthers, Moon was right there, but had no idea where the football was, and they get the pass completed down to the 15.
Yeah, Moon, if he would have turned around, he would have been in a great position to potentially intercept that ball.
Yep, he was right there, but just did not know where the ball was. And now Panthers substitute as 15 comes in for the Panthers. That is Caden Sisson, and Moon comes out. Now, one wide out to the far side, three to the near side. Panthers showing blitz. Quarterback wants to throw it again. He throws it up high again, and this time it is, they throw a late flag. They get pass interference on the Panthers, I believe. As we'll wait and see what the flag is right down by the goal line. Pass interference on the Panthers. So out there both fighting, pushing that time, but they call it pass interference. That'll mark the ball half the distance to the goal line and put the ball at about the 7-yard line. And it'll be first down, 1st and 3, I guess. Oh, 1st and goal now, okay. As now they hand the ball off to the back. He runs ahead. Panthers get him stopped. He's down to about the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Panthers really need to get a stop here.
Yeah, this is a very important defensive possession for them. So
a little confusion on the play calling as a couple guys come in, and you're going to have a couple guys go out. And now, I don't know what the officials are huddling about, but they're huddling about something. Now the Ellsworth breaks the huddle. And we should be ready to go here in a second. And now, confusion on the Panther side. As I don't know what the officials are pointing to the sidelines. Coach Fiskus wants an explanation, and their coach wants an explanation. What is going on?
just seems to be confusion all over the field.
Yeah.
Right now.
Ellsworth was late getting plays in, and now the officials seem like they're confused. And still don't know if the Ellsworth coach is satisfied with the explanation he got, but they start the clock anyway. And one back behind, the quarterback wants to throw the ball. He's under a little bit of pressure, scrambling around. Now he goes way deep back. Panthers try to get him. They throw the ball to the back of the flat. The Panthers are there, and they get him down, I think, about the line of scrimmage. Yeah, right about the 5. So no gain on that play, or very little. And it brings up 3rd and goal to go from the 5.
Yeah, that was just a good play by the defense there. They had everyone covered and got pressure on the quarterback.
So 3rd and 5. Boy, the Panthers could force a 4th down here. We'll see what they can do here as the play comes in from the sideline once again. 8:01 to go. Panthers up 13-0, but Ellsworth is knocking on the door. Now Ellsworth sends 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Watch for the quick pass here as quarterback goes back. They hand the ball off to the back. He's hit, breaks one tackle, and dropped. The ball comes out. I believe Ellsworth might have got on it. Ellsworth, I believe, did recover the football, but it's still at the 5, maybe even closer to the 6. And now it's going to be 4th and goal to go for the Bearcats.
Yeah, I believe Keaton was the one. 57 was the one who popped that ball out.
So now Ellsworth taking a lot of time. They may take a timeout here as they're trying to decide what to play, and they will take a timeout. So with 7:15 to go, Panthers up 13-0. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
Looks like, I don't know why it's third down. Is it not fourth down? I'm confused. Did they give Ellsworth another down? Quarterback goes back, high snap. They hand the ball off. He breaks one tackle, and I think he dives in for the touchdown. I am confused, but with 7:09 to go, Ellsworth is on the board on a 5-yard run by number 22, and now the score reads 13-6 in favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, that last set of downs, there's just a ton of confusion. Don't know what really happened on that last set of downs.
So now, Ellsworth lining up for the kick. Snap is back, ball is placed down, kick is up, and is drilled through. So the kick is good. So Ellsworth cuts into the Panthers lead. It's now 13-7. Panthers on top. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, again to Panther Stadium here. We've got 7:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Panthers on top by the score of 13-7. So the Panthers now will receive the kick.
Yeah, this drive's going to be very important for the Panthers to keep the commanding 2-score lead.
Panthers would like to use up a lot of the clock here. Now the kick coming, and it's a squib kicker, and it doesn't go, but I think Ellsworth got it as, the onside kick is successfully completed, and now, just like that, Ellsworth is right back with the ball at the midfield.
That was just a great onside kick. It barely went 10 yards. It didn't look like it was going to go the full 10.
Yeah, the Panthers were right there, but they just let the Ellsworth kid dive for the ball once it crossed 10 and got it. So the Panther defense has got to come up with a stop here as momentum is starting to shift towards Ellsworth. One wide out to each side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, looks under, he's got a little pressure. Now he falls down. He falls, ball's out. Panthers pick it up, and he breaks one tackle, but he's caught down at about the 23-yard line as picking up the football. Will try to get that number as I believe
that was
Seams.
Cole Keaton, or was it?
I think number 60 got it. I think 60 Seams got the football because they're tapping him on the head. So Panthers turn the ball over, get the turnover, and they have it 1st and 10 at the Ellsworth 23-yard line. So a big break after the onside kick.
And I think he just lost control of the ball. I don't think a Panther popped it out.
Well, he was kind of going down. So Panthers go to the wishbone right away. See if they can get something going here. They pitch the ball back. Hanchett cuts it back up, and he's dropped right about the line of scrimmages. Not a whole lot. He might have even lost a yard on that one. Let's see where they mark the ball down. They're going to mark it down. I'd still say, he lost a yard at least. So now let's call it 2nd and 11. That was Hanchett on the carry. Panthers send one wide out to each side. They go to the flex bone. Hanchett comes in motion. They take the ball. Blackburn has it. He's got one guy to beat out there. Throws the ball down to the end zone, and it's going to be dropped. He would have been intercepted Blackburn maybe should have just tucked that and gotten 2 or 3 yards, as now it's going to be third. And there is a flag on the play also.
That was just a dangerous throw by Blackburn.
So let's see what the call is. Panthers are backing up. Make the call. I don't know why he's illegal man downfield. That's such a, I don't know. So it brings up second. No, they haven't changed the scoreboard. They haven't changed the thing. I think they're having trouble just officiating this ball game.
Yeah, there just seems to be confusion.
Yeah, now they get it changed to third down. They haven't moved the line, the yard marker. No, they're going to decline the penalty, move the ball back. Okay, so after all that confusion, it's 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Blackburn again. Goes back, pitches back. Johnson bobbles it. Now he makes 1 tackle miss and breaks a couple tackles and gets about as good as he could after that. Play blew up on the Panthers. He gets down to about the 21, so there's a gain of about 4 on the play, but now it brings up 4th, and it's going to be 4th and mark the ball.
9.
Yeah, they don't have it being marked right. Let's call it 4th and 9. Looks like it should be further ahead.
That was a good play by Johnson just to make something out of nothing.
Panthers lining up to go for it. Let's see what they do here. They send 1 wide out to each side. Again, the flex bone. Blackburn trying to get him to come up sides, and he gets some movement, and I think he got him to jump. So he got the Bearcats to jump off sides. Now mark the ball 5 yards, and now it makes it a lot more of 4th and a long 4 for the Panthers. So now much more manageable down. You can run it, you can throw it, and see what they can get done here. So the Panthers break the huddle and they go to their running formation out of the wishbone. Blackburn again now operates out of the shotgun, takes the ball, pitches it back to Singh. He makes 1 guy miss, trying to get forward, and I don't think he got close to the first down. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Looks to be a couple yards short.
Yep, ball goes over on downs. I mean, 4th and 4. That's a long way to run on 4th down. So the Panthers give up the great fumble recovery, do not capitalize it, and Ellsworth has the ball back with 5:11 to go here in the second quarter.
Like you said, that's really far to run, and our passing game hasn't been bad today. I don't know why they didn't do quick slant.
So Ellsworth with the ball. They send 1 wide out to each side. Again, Panthers 5 yards off. Quarterback takes the ball, hands off to the back. He makes 1 guy miss, makes another guy miss. He's up over the 20 to about the 21-yard line. So on first down, they get about 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. So actually right now, Ellsworth is having better success running the ball than the Panthers are.
Yeah, it just seems like those holes are starting to get bigger and bigger on the defensive line.
So 2nd and 3 for Ellsworth. Clock continues to run. We're headed to 4:40 left to go here in the first half. Again, the Panthers up by the score of 13-7. Now Ellsworth sends 1 wide out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback goes back, throws the ball, and the ball is fumbled, I believe. And we'll see what they call here. Might be an incomplete pass. So Ellsworth gets the fumble recovery. And the ball loses, well, not a whole lot. Let's just call it 3rd and 3 again. So just like that play never existed.
I think he hit his hand on his back, like he's going back to pass it on his own player.
So big opportunity for the Panthers here. They would like to get a stop here, force a punt. Again, they send 1 wide out to each side. Quick snap, hand the ball off. Quarterback, Panthers do a good job bundling him up and get him down. And he's not gonna, I don't think he got the first down.
Yeah, I believe that was Manchett just busted that hole and was able to hold him until a group of Panthers could get there.
So Hanchin on the tackle, then a bunch of Panthers, and it's going to be fourth, and let's call it 2.5, 3 yards again. Let's see. Looks like Ellsworth is back in punt formation, but you got to be aware of the fake, kind of deep in their own territory. But when you're 0-3 in the district, anything goes. Snap is a good one, and ball hits the ground. They put it out. Now the Panthers just need to get away from it. As the ball does not go very far, it's going to be down at the Ellsworth 37-yard line. So a punt of about 15 yards or so.
Yeah, just not a good snap on that punt. He had to pick it up off the ground and was almost blocked by some Panthers.
So the Panthers need to capitalize. They've got a punt that touched in Ellsworth. They didn't capitalize. They got a fumble recovery deep in Ellsworth territory. They didn't capitalize. And now they have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Ellsworth 37-yard line. They send one to the far, two to the near. Blackburn again. Goes back, wants to run the quarterback keeper, cuts inside, and is hit hard and bounced out of bounds. Not much there. He needs to learn to lower his shoulder and not take the hit, but deliver a hit. As he was stood up, running straight up and down, gains about 3, so let's call it 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Now the Panthers break the huddle. They go back to the flex mode, one wide out to each side. Again, Johnson goes in motion. They take the ball, hand it off to him. And no, they don't. And Blackburn is hit, fumbles, and Ellsworth has it.
And
so Ellsworth gets the ball as the Panthers turn it right back over. And it's now 1st and 10 for Ellsworth at their own 38-yard. So Ellsworth gains a yard on the punt and the Panther turnover. So Ellsworth quickly up. They send 2 to each side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. 2:27 left to go. Quarterback takes the ball, hands the ball off. He breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, cuts it back against grain. And the Panthers are just not tackling and not knowing where the ball is. That guy should have been tackled for no gain, and he gets 12 yards on the play.
yeah, they just seem confused on where the ball was, if the quarterback had it or if the running back had it.
So 1st and 10, the ball is at the Panther 49-yard line. Clock continues to run. We're at 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. Ellsworth sent one wide out to each side, flex bone. Quarterback takes it, and again, hands off. Now this time the Panthers get through there as coming up off the bottom of the pile, looks like Keaton shot the linebacker gap and drops him for a loss of a yard, yard and a half. Make it 2nd, and let's call it a long 11 for Ellsworth.
That was a great play by Keaton. It looked like he took, I believe, the guard with him and the running back down.
So Ellsworth doesn't look like they're in a lot of hurry. Clock continues to run. Play comes in from the sideline. They will get the ball to start the second half as they deferred. Now Ellsworth sends 3 to the far side. Quarterback takes the ball, pitches it out. Quarterback now, they tried to run the reverse, and he's tripped up, and that's a big loss. They lose it all the way back to about their 35-yard line, as the Panthers did not go for that at all. So there's a loss of about 15 yards on the play. So now, Ellsworth does call a timeout. So with timeout on the field, we're back. After this timeout, you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Kim Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium as we've got 1:17 left to go here in the second quarter. The Panthers on top 13-7. Ellsworth has the ball at their own 35, but they're faced with a 3rd and 25. Panthers trying to get a stop here. They may get the ball back with a little time if they can force a punt after this play. So now Ellsworth breaks the huddle. They send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Panthers playing a little deeper now, trying to prevent the big play. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws the ball over the middle. It's caught. Panthers miss him. Oh my gosh. And it's going to be a touchdown. Panthers go the wrong way, and it's a touchdown for Ellsworth. So with 1:07 to go, Ellsworth, Panthers defensive backs go the wrong way, and it's a 65-yard touchdown pass. And now Ellsworth has a chance to take the lead. So, Panthers now, or Ellsworth now lining up as we're tied 13-13. Snap is back, ball is placed down, kick is up, and it looks good. So Ellsworth now has the lead here in this game as they now lead at 13-14. After the Panthers dominated the first quarter, Ellsworth has dominated the second quarter. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County Online sponsor, contact Robbins.
Kick is kicked on the ground, pops up. Panthers grab it and fall down at the 41-yard line. So the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. And we'll see what they can do with 1:06 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this is going to be a very important drive for the Panthers going into halftime when Ellsworth gets it back at the beginning of the second half.
Panthers would like to get some points out of this drive. Time is against them as Panthers break the huddle. They send 2 to the near side. Half a flex mode. Blackburn again operates out of the shotgun. Takes the ball. Wants to throw it. Now he runs to the far side. Cuts back against the grain. Has a little bit of opening. Following his blockers. And he's up to the Ellsworth 47-yard line. So there's a gain of about 12 on the first play. Panthers up quick to the huddle. Again, they do not understand the play. The play should have been called. Russell looks like he's confused now. The Panthers jumping all over the place. 2 to the each side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws the ball out on the flat, caught by Hanchen. He gets out of bounds. Nope, Hanchen didn't catch it. Went through his hands. So incomplete pass, and it's 2nd and 10 with 43 seconds to go. Ball was right on the mark that time. So 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Again, trailing 14-13. Panthers break the huddle. They send 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Blackburn rolls the pocket out. Now sets up. Now throws the ball down deep. He's got a man there, and it's caught, knocked down, and incomplete. As Johnson went up to try to catch it, and the pass defender just pushed him down, and it will be now 3rd and 10. Ball was on the money and catchable. Johnson just couldn't grab it and pull it in.
Yeah, good play by Ellsworth, getting in there right as the ball got there and to knock it free.
So 35 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10. Panthers, I believe, still have 1, if not 2 timeouts. So they really need to concentrate on trying to pick up this 1st down to keep this drive alive. Now, 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Again, Blackburn out of the shotgun. Takes it, wants to pitch it. Now he's under lots of pressure, and he's going to be dropped from behind. big loss on the play, brings up 4th down. Panthers just need to punt it away and get out of this half. 4th and let's call it about 13, 14 yards. Clock continues to run. I don't think the Panthers are really wanting to stop it, as that might have been the last play of this half. Panthers go into the huddle, and I think we'll just let the clock run out as at 5. So that's going to bring us to the first half end here. Nope. And with 2 seconds to go, the Panthers call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. The Panthers let, 20 seconds run off the clock and call a timeout with 2.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to give one last chuck down the field to see if they can't get a miracle touchdown.
Or maybe a pass interference, I guess, but that in high school that's only a 15-yard penalty, but you can't end the penalty on can't end the half on a penalty. So I guess if you got 15 yards, then you'd have one more play to chuck it a little closer. But we'll see what the Panthers have up their sleeves. Like I say, they had this game 13-0, and then Ellsworth scores 14 straight points to take the lead, 14-13. Panthers have had their opportunities, had great field position most of the game, and just have shot themselves in the foot, turned it over, got stopped on downs, just have not put the ball in the end zone when they needed to. So now the Panthers, Ellsworth just has 3 guys rushing and 8 guys back. Well, they have 3, 3, and 5. So let's see what the Panthers do here on this 4th down, 4th and 14 with only 2 seconds to go. Panthers snap the ball. They send 2 guys out. Now Blackburn goes up, wants to get. He doesn't even have anybody in the end zone. Just throws the ball deep, and it's going to be over everybody's head. Incomplete, and the half has come to an end. So we've reached halftime. It's the Bearcats 14, the Panthers 13. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Packabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
band's next selections include New Rules and Lowrider. Debuting in 2017, New Rules is an electro-pop song that includes dance pop beats and dance hall rhythms. you hurry, there's still a chance left to buy some tickets for the basket raffle. Again, all proceeds will help offset expenses for Jessica Gooder's recent surgery. You still have a chance to also purchase 50-50 raffle tickets to help support All-American Pacers Caitlin Cheney.
Brock Burge, senior, offensive line, defensive line. Joel Ford, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jeremy Ford, senior, offensive defensive line. Dog!
Ashton Howell, senior, offensive and defensive line.
Xavier Kendall, senior, wide receiver, safety.
Theo Kazee, senior, safety and split end.
Austin McDonald, senior, linebacker.
Eric Moon, senior, running back, wide receiver, corner. Dog.
Kevin Russell, senior, wide receiver, safety. Jesse Blackburn, junior, receiver, cornerback. Dog!
Drayton Hughes, junior, offensive and defensive line. Dog.
Noah Jacobs, junior, offensive and defensive line.
Devin Johnson, junior, running back, linebacker.
Ethan Miller, junior, tight end, DN. Dog.
Ryan Babcock, sophomore, running back, corner.
Preston Beckman, sophomore, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Kane Craig, sophomore, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Tyler Davis, sophomore, quarterback, receiver, D-back.
Dog!
Patrick Driggs, sophomore, wide receiver, D-back.
Jackson Glendenning, sophomore, offensive and defensive lineman. I can't count to 64.
Peyton Gower, sophomore, tackle, linebacker.
Trey Sanchit, sophomore, running back, linebacker.
Dayton Huguenin, sophomore, left guard, defensive tackle.
Leighton Johnson, sophomore, offensive center, defensive right tackle.
Carson Meidel, sophomore, fullback, defensive tackle.
Taylor Reimer, sophomore, defensive tackle.
Brad Rodriguez, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback. Dog!
Eli Stemper, running back, sophomore, D-end. Number 22 on the field, number 1, your girl's heart.
Rhett Shelton, sophomore, DN.
Dog!
Sorton Taylor, sophomore, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Landon Wyatt, sophomore, split end, safety.
Jaden Allen, freshman, wide receiver, D1 recruit.
Jaden Boyle, freshman, offense, defensive line.
Adrian Hassel, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Caden Hudson, freshman, fullback, linebacker.
Dog!
Kyron Hughes, freshman, offensive, defensive line.
Avery Jacobs, freshman, running back and defensive back.
Cole Keaton, freshman, guard, linebacker.
Dog!
Seth Keaton, freshman, guard, and linebacker.
Caden Seams, freshman, offensive, defensive line. Dog!
Hunter Sisson, freshman, linebacker and running back. Caden Sisson, freshman, quarterback, cornerback. Dog!
Alex Van Allen, freshman, wide receiver and safety.
Leighton Wyatt, freshman, receiver and safety.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County Online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium, everyone, as we're winding down here our halftime activities as they've got about a minute to go. Both teams are out on the field warming up. Again, the Bearcats lead this one at halftime, 14-13. They will get the ball back, and the Panthers are just going to have to come out and play very, very physical football, kind of like the MCL is known for. They're going to have to really start hitting and making some tackles and taking advantage of situations when they arrive. So Panthers will be kicking off to Ellsworth, so it's going to be very important for this defense to come out and get a stop and get that ball back as quickly as they can for the Panther offense.
Yeah, he said the defense is going to need to come out and set the tone early, try to get a 3 and out. That would be a huge momentum shift, and then the offense can get, just like the first quarter, just start driving it down their gut and gain some yards.
Yeah, a turnover early in this third quarter would be a big plus if they can get an interception or force a fumble. As we've had several turnovers here, the Panthers have put it on the ground once or twice. Ellsworth has put it on the ground. We've had an interception. So, I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened. We've had blown punt coverage, an onside kick that worked. So we've had a lot of mistakes made by both teams, so it's not unheard of that the Panthers could come up with a turnover and maybe get the ball back in position for the offense to take advantage of it. So the Panthers have the ball teed up, and we wait for the signal. There it is, and the Panthers kick off. Now the ball coming down, caught at the 20. He's at the 25, looking for some running room. Cuts back up, makes a guy miss, and he dives up to about the 34-yard line. And Ellsworth will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34. So back to action. The defense comes out. See if they can come up with a stop here for the Panther offense. So Ellsworth breaks the huddle. They send one wide out to each side. Quarterback takes the ball, heads off to first back. Now he's trying to get containment as makes one guy miss, stiffs arm and dives ahead, and he's got a gain of a 14 on first down. So Ellsworth comes right out and runs the ball right to the Panthers side and gets a nice first down. The ball's at the Panther for the Ellsworth 48-yard line.
Yeah, the defense didn't have anyone there uncontained to push them back inside.
Yeah, defensive ends have gotten caught inside a lot. And that's something that I know the coaching staff's worked on, but it didn't work again on that play. Now they take the ball, head off to the deep back. He breaks to the outside. Again, the defense is caught inside, and he's ahead for another gain of about 12 more yards, but there is a flag holding on Ellsworth. So that'll wipe it out. But again, the defensive end is just getting pinched inside, and he needs to get that outside leverage and take control of that line of scrimmage. So we'll see where they mark the ball off, as it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Ellsworth from the spot of the foul. Ball goes back to about the 41, so it will make it, let's call it 1st and 17 for the Bearcats. Bearcats break the huddle, one wide out to each side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Panthers now look like they jump. Now they hand the ball off, and Keaton blitzes and catches the runner for no gain and drops him for another loss, as they'll spot the ball down at the 37-yard line. So there's a loss of 4, and it will make it, let's call it 2nd and let's call it about 20.
Great play by Keaton, just shooting that gap and hitting him right as he got the handoff.
So now Ellsworth sends 2 to the near side, 3 to the far side. Quarterback all by himself. Man, now we have a offside illegal procedure is going to be called on Ellsworth. And now back him up 5 more yards. So now it'll be 2nd and let's call it 25, 26 yards for the Bearcats. So the Panthers now have a golden opportunity to get a stop here on 2nd and 26. Stop this play for a relatively short gain and then get a 3rd down stop, and they, I imagine, would punt. But the Panthers just cannot give up that big pass play here.
Like you said, this is exactly what the Panther defense wanted to do when they came out.
So, same formation, 2 to the near side, 3 to the far side. Quarterback goes back, looking over. Now he throws the ball over the middle, and it's, they're going to call pass interference on the Panthers. Lets them right off the hook. Holding on the Panthers. Penalties continue to mount. They should mark that from the line of scrimmage. So that marks it up there. And it will be now 2nd and about 16 to go. So 10-yard penalty gives Ellsworth a lot better situation to work with, as the Panthers just gave him 10 free yards on the play. Bearcats break the huddle, 2 to each side. 1 back behind the quarterback. He works out of the shotgun. Goes back, wants to throw it. Panthers goes through his hands, incomplete. Panthers were there with 1 guy under, 1 guy on the top side. So it brings up 3rd, and let's call it 15 or let's call it 16 for the Bearcats. Now this is where the Panthers cannot relax. They need to get finish this play and get a stop here. Play comes in from the sideline. Bearcats break the huddle. They send 2 to the far side, and actually 3. 3 to the far, 1 to the near. Quarterback goes back. He's under a little pressure, just throwing the ball up. And this time, the defensive back plays the ball very good. And Davis was right there, stride for stride, turned around when he saw the receiver looking. And it should bring up 4th down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Davis, great coverage there, turned around nearly perfect and almost had an interception.
So the sophomore getting his first major action here with Ford being out. It has done a good job. Bearcats go back into punt formation. Hanchett goes back to field to punt for the Panthers. Snap is a low one. Ball's punted. Coming down, bouncing around. Panthers just going to let it drop, and it rolls to the Panther 22-yard line. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10. They got the stop they wanted. Now let's see if they've made some adjustments on the offensive side and see if they can come up with some points.
Yeah, you said the defense did their job, got them out, and now it's all up to the offense. This is a huge drive for them.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Let's see if they open up the playbook a little bit as they break the huddle. They stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, hand out to the second back through. He follows his blockers, and The line surge is a good one. He's up to about the 27, maybe the 28. So let's call it a gain of about, let's give him 6 yards. Let's call it second and a long 4 for, I believe, who'd you give that one to?
That was to Hanchett.
Okay. I wasn't sure on the carry.
Or, excuse me, sorry, Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, Panthers stay in the wishbone. Again, operating. Take the ball. And this time, Blackburn just should run it. Just run the ball. He throws the ball, and it's intercepted. Oh, my God. Blackburn had a wide open field. Could have just tucked the ball and ran for a good 15, 20 yards. And the interception goes back over to Ellsworth.
Yeah, like you said, he had so much green, would have easily had that first down, had one player to beat, and could have had easily 15, 20 yards on that run.
Threw it into a crowd of 3 Bearcats, 1 Panther, and they come up with the interception. So, first down from the 44. Bearcats with the ball, 1 wide out to each side. Take the ball off, hand it off to the back, and we have a flag down as he skirts through, gets about 5, 6 yards. And we'll see what the flag is here. Holding again on the Bearcats. So, Panthers are going to have an opportunity to shut him down here. So they'll back the Bearcats up.
Panthers are getting many breaks at these flags on defense.
They just need to take advantage of them, get another stop. So it's now 1st and 20 for the Bearcats. Again, they send 1 wide out to each side. 2 backs with the quarterback in the backfield. Now they shift the tight end over to the far side. Panthers adjust the defense. They hand the ball off, and ball carrier goes into the crowd and gets ahead for a gain of maybe a yard or 2. So it's going to bring up second, and let's call it about 18, 19 for the Bearcats.
And that was a great play by the defense. That's what they need to keep doing, just a host of Panthers on that tackle.
So the play again coming in from the coaching staff. Bearcats break the huddle again, 14-13. Ellsworth on top of Phillipsburg here with 8:12 to go in the third quarter. Again, 1 wide out to each side. Now we have movement, and we got a flag. Illegal procedure. Now back them up 5 more, and it'll be second and let's call it 24 for the Bearcats. Bearcats just going the wrong way this half. Panthers really need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I believe that's, 3 or 4 penalties on them already this half?
Yeah, they've got a ton of yardage and penalties. Again, the play coming in from the sideline. Clock continues to run. We're under 8 minutes to go here in the third. 14-13. Ellsworth on top. They send 2 to each side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw the quick hitter, has his man. He's caught and dropped after a gain of about 5 on the play. So it's still going to bring up about third, and let's call it 19 or so for the Bearcats. So, big play here for the Panther defense if they can come up with a stop once again. Again, everybody needs to just do their assignments. Bearcats break the huddle. Now they send 3 to this near side, 1 to the far side. Panthers shift their defense over. Quarterback goes back. He's looking to the one guy. Throws the ball up, and it's going to be pass interference called.
I don't know about
I don't know about that one. Oh, boy. So, they mark the play off, and it's going to be third. They got 15. Wow. So now it's 3rd and 4 for the Bearcats.
Huge break for the Bearcats right there.
Yep, that makes a whole different call on this play. I don't know how they called that pass interference, but the ball But anyway, 3rd and 4. Oh, here we go. Panthers need to stop. They send one wide out to each side. Quarterback takes it, hands off the back, and the ball on the ground. And the Bearcats come up with it, but it's going to be 3rd and about 8 now, or 4th and 8. So Bearcats avoid turning the ball over, but it's going to bring up a 4th, and now let's call it about 4th and 9, actually. And you imagine with the 1-point lead, the ball on their side of the field, you would think they might put it on a punt. They are lining up back in punt formation. Hanchett is back to receive it. The snap is a good one this time. Ball's punted. High. And it bounces. And it barely gets into the end zone. As it's a touchback, as Hanchett was watching it, and the Bearcats were closing in on it very fast, but it crawled into the end zone. So it'll come out to the 20, and the Panthers get a break.
Yeah, that was a lucky break by the Panthers. Like you said, it crawled in. They were almost there. They're about 2 yards off that ball.
And it only made it into the end zone by about a yard, so that was very, very close. Panthers now need to crank it up. They need to get this offense going. You can't just keep running the football inside because the Bearcats are having 6 guys and 3 linebackers just crowding the line. They stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, hand it off to second back through. That's Hanchett lowering his head, gets it up over the 25 to about the 27. So there's a gain of about 7 on first down. But now there's a flag down.
I didn't see that flag. Was that a late flag?
Nope, face mask on Ellsworth. So that'll be a spot foul and first down for the Panthers. So penalties are definitely going the Panthers' way, but you got to take advantage. It was incidental, so it's just a 5-yard penalty, and it will be 1st and 10. The ball is now at the Panther 33-yard line. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, hand it off to Johnson. Johnson bounces outside, cuts back, spins around, and is going to be dropped after a gain about to the 438. So he gains about 4 or 5 on the play. Let's call it 2nd and a long 5 for the Panthers.
You'd think if Johnson could have followed his blockers there on the outside, he had plenty of green in front of him.
Panthers, again, just don't want to go to the outside for some reason. They stay in the wishbone. Again, Blackburn sets him down. Hands off to Hanchett. Hanchett follows his blockers. Makes one guy miss. Now they're trying to dig the ball out. He's up to about the 40. And a late flag comes in for this time, and we'll see what this one is. As now the official tells the headline.
Looks like it's on Ellsworth.
As I don't know if the play was over or there was a personal foul or whatever. But we'll see what it is. Looks like it's going to be against Ellsworth. And it's going to be chop block on Ellsworth. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So that moves the ball to the Ellsworth 44.5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So, again.
Ellsworth just shooting themselves in the foot. That's
Yes.
their 6th penalty
This half.
Yeah.
Whew. Can't be happy with that. You want people to be aggressive, but you got to be smart. Now the Panthers break the wishbone. They send 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Half of a flex bone. Blackburn goes with the quarterback draw, and he ain't going nowhere. Ugh.
Yeah, dropped for about 5-yard loss.
So we'll see where they mark it. Yep, it's going to be a 5-yard loss. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 15.
It almost looked like a broken play. He turned around and looked like he wanted to hand the ball off, but the running back wasn't there.
Because everybody was in pass. So now the Panthers send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Again, Blackburn has 1 back behind him. Take the ball, and that's Hanchett as a quarterback as he takes a direct snap and gets head back to the original line of scrimmage. As now it's 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. So we'll see what the Panthers come up with here. As now Blackburn is back. And no, it's going to be Hanchett at quarterback, and Blackburn's out to the far side. Wide receiver, 2 to each side as Hanchett waits for the snap. Take the snap. Wants to run it. Oh, and he's just smothered. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And again, just no place to run. Running it inside the tackles. Ellsworth just filling the holes.
Well, again, a questionable call, 3rd and 10, and you just decide to do a quarterback draw?
So now it's 4th and 11. Panthers look like they're going for it. If they don't get it, they give Ellsworth the ball in good field position. 2 to the near side. Now they've dropped back in punt formation. Snap is a high one. Johnson goes up, gets it, punts it, and gets off a rocket of a punt coming down and caught at the 10. Makes one guy miss, breaks a tackle, going to the outside, cuts to the outside, and the Panthers get him down at about the 25, 26-yard line, somewhere in there. And it will be...
There's a flag on the play.
It looks like it's holding against Ellsworth. Well, block in the back, they say, not holding. So it's a penalty against the Bearcats. So we'll see where they mark this one off. Ball was placed down. I think he got back to about the 27-yard line, but I don't know if this is a spot foul. As now they're marking it off. Yep, from the where it was tackled, so it's not a spot foul. And the Bearcats will start 1st and 10 on about their own 17-yard line. So the defense has played well here in this second half. The offense hasn't done anything. As the Bearcats now send one wide out to each side. Quarterback takes the ball, hands off. He wants to bounce it to the outside. He's trying to be checked down by the Panthers, and they get him, but not till he gets up to about the 24-yard line as Johnson ran him down from behind. As again, Johnson's a linebacker, not the defensive end, and they just keep running around the defensive end, gain of about 7 or 8 on the play.
Yeah, good play from Johnson running all the way from the other side, chasing him down. But like you said, those defensive ends need to get out and play contain and push him back inside.
One wide out to each side for the Bearcats. Again, the quarterback operates out of the shotgun. Hands the ball up the middle, and this time, nothing there. They may have got him right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss. As, yep, they move the ball back a yard. So it brings up a 3rd, and let's call it 3 for the Bearcats. Good job there by the interior of the line. That's why you force things back to the middle.
Yeah, Carson Meidel got a good push there and was able to wrap him up and bring him down.
So the Panthers now need to stop again. Bearcats send 2 to each side. Panthers up. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws the ball, and it's caught. Almost knocked down by Hanchett, but it's ahead for a gain of about 6 and a 1st down for the Bearcats. Panthers almost blocked that one down as Hanchett tried to swipe at it, but just missed the ball, and it was completed. So 1st and 10, the ball is at the Bearcat 31-yard line. We've got 1:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're still 14-13. The Bearcats leading by 1. Now Ellsworth sends 2 to each side again. Quarterback has 1 running back behind him. Takes the ball, and no, he keeps it himself. And the Panthers get him down after a gain of about 4 on the play. So it'll be 2nd, and let's call it 6 for the Bearcats. Seams in on the tackle. Getting chilly in here now. But 2nd and let's call it a long 6 for the Bearcats. Clock continues to run. We're at 1.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, and nobody's even been close to scoring here in this 3rd quarter. So defensively, both teams have made good adjustments. Offensively, you got to question what they changed. Now, 1 wide out to each side. 2 backs behind the quarterback. Takes the ball, hands it off. He wants to bounce it to the outside. Panthers are there this time, and they get him down and drop him right about the line of scrimmage as Johnson, and it looks like Hanchett in on the tackle for the Panthers that time. So, no gain. 3rd, and let's call it a long 6 for the Bearcats. Panthers slipping ends now, 2 to each side for the Bearcats. Panthers go on a blitz. They throw the ball, and it's batted down, incomplete. And so it's going to be 4th down as the Panthers send an all-out blitz. And I think somebody got the ball at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I believe it was Jeremy Ford put his hands up and just got enough of the ball to knock it down, and that their receiver was open. He would have had
Close to a first down, yeah. So Bearcats go back into punt formation. Again, Hanchett goes back deep for the Panthers. We'd like to see him catch and return a punt instead of letting it bounce. Now the ball hits at about the 30, and he walks away from it, and it's going to be down to the Panther 15-yard line. We're giving up 15, 20 yards on every punt because it hits and rolls, and we just need to maybe move up closer.
Yeah, our punt return, we're getting good pressure on the punter. We just aren't seeming to lay out. Don't seem like we want to block the punt either.
So Panthers have it. 27 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Nobody has gotten close to scoring here. As the Panthers have it 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Panthers break the huddle. They come out in the wishbone. Take the ball, head out to second back on a counter. He dives ahead for a very short gain of 1, and that would be Hanchett on the carry. 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run down here. We're headed towards the end of the third quarter, and I don't think the Panthers are going to run up another play here as they haven't sent anything in yet. Now he comes in, and it's going to run down. So at the end of 3 complete quarters here from Phillipsburg, it's the Bearcats 14, Panthers 13. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Granman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. We're ready for the fourth quarter. The Panthers trail the Bearcats by 1, 14-13. And the season basically is on the line here in the fourth quarter. You have to win this ball game to have a chance to go to the playoffs. So the Panthers need a drive right now. They break the huddle. 2nd and 9. They stay in the wishbone. Again, Blackburn pushes it back, and it's dropped. And the Panthers just fall on it.
That was one of the few times the Panthers have decided to run to the outside and
on the pitch, didn't handle the pitch. So now it's 3rd and let's call it 15, 16 yards for the Panthers. So let's see what they can come up with here. As we haven't thrown the ball very well. We completed a couple, but it's been a while. Now they take the ball, hand the ball off to the running back, and he dives ahead for a gain of about 3-4 yards on the play, and it's going to be 4th down. So 4th and 12, 13. Panthers.
questionable play calling.
Well, you want to give your chance, I guess. Now Panthers break the huddle. They line up like they're going for it. One out, one to each side. Now they fade back into the punt formation. Johnson fades back. Bearcats are going to get excellent field position. Snap is back, bobbles it, punts it, line drives it. Now the Bearcat bounces it. He doesn't catch it, and it does take a nice Panther roll down to the Bearcat 32 and a half yard line. So the Panthers get a good punt. hopefully the defense can get a stop again and get the ball back again for the offense. So 14-13, no score in that third quarter by either team, as now it's all down to the fourth quarter. If you want to continue to make the playoffs, or you want to just play that game 9 against somebody else that didn't have a very good season either. So let's see what the Panthers can come up with here. Quarterback brings the play in from the sideline. We got 10:38, so we've just started the fourth quarter. Lots of time for the Panthers, but they've got to get the ball back and stop this Bearcat offense. Now, Bearcats send one wide out to each side. Again, quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, pump fakes. He throws it deep. He's got a man running down sideline, and it is bought down, incomplete. No flag on the play as Panthers almost bid on that double fake move, so it's 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats. Bearcats still being aggressive. That's what I guess I like to see, the Bearcats being aggressive. They know that at one score they're behind, so they're trying to get more points on the board.
Yeah, like you said, they're throwing it downfield. They're trying to go for the big plays. They aren't playing conservative football right now.
So the Panthers defense, one wide out to each side for the Bearcats. Now they go back to the running game. Hand the ball off. He's got a big hole. It closes down fairly quickly, and he's ahead for a gain of about 4, maybe 5 on the play. So here we've arrived at, again, another third down, a big third down, 3rd and a short 5 for the Bearcats. Panthers would love to get a stop here. See what we can come up with here. Panthers defense, 4-man line, 2 to each side for the Bearcats. Quarterback now, they fake the blitz. Panthers try to get a movement, and we have some movement as that was influenced by Keaton as he was forcing faking the blitz. So that moves it back 5, and now it makes it 3rd and 9 instead of 3rd and a long, short 5. So with the Bearcat offense, I don't know if you change the play much or not. You're probably going to throw it, maybe just a little deeper pass routes.
They're just going to continue to throw it, and I don't think this changes their playbook very much.
So let's see what the Ellsworth wants to do here. 9:43 and counting. They send 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Panthers flipping it over. Defensively, now quarterback goes back. He wants to throw it on the quick slant. Now he's got some pressure, and he's got some guys. Throws the ball, and it's off the hands, incomplete. And so the Panthers come up with the defensive stop, and it will be 4th down. And you would imagine with a 1-point lead, Ellsworth would be in punt formation.
Yeah, we got great pressure on there by, I believe that was Jeremy Ford, got into the backfield and was almost there to tackle him.
So Ellsworth goes back in punt formation. Now the Panthers need to step up 10 yards and catch the ball on the punt. Now the punt is almost blocked, but it goes off the side and will go out of bounds at about the Panther 32-yard line, 33. So the Panthers start 1st and 10 at that point.
That's probably the best field position we've had in this half.
Yeah. So Panthers have 9 minutes. We'll see what they can do with this one. Just making some notes to ask the coach after the game here as the Panthers now, they send 1 wide out to the near side, half of a flex bone. They take the ball, head it off to Johnson, I believe. He runs hard and low, gets up to about the 39 or so, just short of 39. So there's a gain on the play of about 6. So let's call it 2nd and a short 4 for the Panthers. Clock continues to run. We're at 9 minutes left to go in the ball game and the season for the Panthers if they cannot get this win here tonight. They keep everybody in tight. They stay in the wishbone formation. Again, Blackburn sets it down, hands it off to Hanson. Hanson lowers his head, keeps his leg driving. He's going to have the 1st down as he's up to close to the 45. So the Panthers move the chains on this drive. Again, play comes in from the sideline. Panthers need to be a little more urgency.
And they need to go more up-tempo and get those plays in faster and catch the defense off balance.
Panthers break the huddle. Now they send one wide out to the near side, two to the far side, one back behind Blackburn. Man, Hanchen comes in motion. They hand the ball off to him. He makes the guy miss, and now he stood up. Now they push the pile forward, and they're going to mark the ball. If you're going to mark the ball where he stopped, blow the whistle.
Yeah, they didn't blow the whistle until he was
3
yards in front of where they're marking it.
This has been a complaint of mine for years. Officials won't blow the whistle until it's late, till somebody just makes a chance of getting hurt. Then he marks the ball back where he was initially stopped, so why do you not blow the whistle? So, no gain, 2nd and 10. One wide out to the near side, two to the far. Panthers take the ball, they hand it off to Rodriguez, and he gets ahead for another yard. 3rd, and let's call it a long 8, short 9 for the Panthers.
Yeah, like we've been saying, the same plays over and over, no imagination.
So let's see what the Panthers can come up with here on 3rd and 8. Panthers break the huddle. They send one wide out to the near side, two to the far side, half of a flex mode, one man behind Blackburn. Now, Ellsworth pitched it. They pitch it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez cuts inside, lowers his head, and gets ahead for a gain of about 5 on the play, but he's going to be short of the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers. 4th, and let's call it, I'd say just about 5, 4th and 5, and we'll see if the Panthers decide to go for it. As now, Panthers break as the play comes in from the sideline. Clock continues to run. We're at 6:43 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Panthers down by 1. Panthers break the huddle. They send one wide out to the near side, one to the far side. They go to the flex mode. Bearcats showing blitz, trying to get them just to jump offside, and now they call a timeout. So now the Panthers will call a timeout to see whether or not they actually will go for it or not. Just trying to get the Bearcats to jump. They've been successful at it, but Bearcats stay put this time, and now the Panthers have got a decision to make, Matt, here with 6:23 to go. You know, do you go for it or punt it and take a chance that your defense can come up with a stop once again, or do you run the play and try to pick up the first?
Yeah, well, the defense has been playing outstanding this half. There's no doubting that. Both defenses, really. But with you being at midfield, giving them such a big momentum shift, if we're going to run the same plays, I say no, because we haven't been very successful in the run. If we're going to try something else, then maybe we'll catch them off guard. But I don't think we get the 4 to 5 yards we need if we're running just straight to the middle.
So the coaching staff has made their decision. Let's see what they come up with here, as we'll see whether or not the Panthers actually go for it or if they fall back into punt formation. So the Panthers back out on the field. Here comes the Bearcats, and this could be a big, big 4th down in this season for the Panthers. So now, here we go. Panthers trying to get this first down, keep this drive low. You don't know if you're going to get the ball back again. As the Panthers break the huddle, they send one wide out to each side. They stay in the flex mode. Blackburn is in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. They pitch the ball, and he bobbles it back over, and Blackburn has it, and he throws the ball up in the air, and it's caught by Rodriguez, and he dives ahead for a first down. Oh, my gosh. The Panthers get a huge break by Rodriguez, and they get enough for a first down.
That
Keystone Cops is all I can think of. That was a mess up that ended up good for the Panthers. So the drive's alive. They have it 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 43-yard line. They stay in the wishbone. Now, they take the ball, and we have a blow dead here. And an illegal procedure against the Panthers. Somebody moves, so it'll be 1st and 15. Panthers need to get the play in because the clock will start on the official signal. You can't waste time. 6:03 to go here. There's the clock starts. And Panthers break the huddle. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Again, they look over the defense. Take the ball. Bootlegs it now. He goes down, and he's knee touched down, so he's down, and it's a loss on the play. So there's a big loss on this play of 6-7 yards, and it's now second. And let's call it about 23. So let's see what the Panthers can come up with here. 2nd and 23. They break the huddle. They have everybody in tight, stay in the wishbone formation. Again, take the ball, head up to the running back. He breaks a couple tackles, dives ahead, and gains a nice gain of about 6 yards on the play, but it brings up third, and let's call it about 15 for the Panthers, 16 maybe even. Yep, 3rd and 15 for the Panthers. So I guess you're in 4 down territory here. You need to get 6, 7, 8 yards to have a chance to go for it for 4th down. Clock continues to run. 4:35 to go in the 4th. Panthers down by 1. Blackburn goes back. Straight pass, drop, wants to throw it. Now he should just run it. Gets it, throws it, and it's complete. Hanchett diving, makes the catch, and he gets the 1st down, I believe, as Blackburn throws the ball, and the Panthers have another 1st down. So, I guess he decided to make the good decision there and didn't run it, but he had a wide open field in front of him, but he hit Hanchett, who made the catch. 4:15 and counting. Panthers on the march. They stay in the wishbone. Again, the Panthers take the ball, hand it off to Johnson. Johnson follows blocks, dives over his block, and dives to the 29. So there's a gain of about 4 on the play. Let's call it 2nd and 7, maybe. Panthers won this game by the score of 14-13 last year. Can the Bearcats try to hold on to their 14-13 lead this year? Now, they send one wide out to the near side, half of a flex mode. Again, out of the shotgun. Take the ball, they hand it off to Johnson again. Follows his blockers, keeps turning, keeps running hard. He's down close to the 21-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. He may have enough for a 1st down, and they say yes. 1st down, so the Panthers continue to move the ball. They've got down to about the 21-yard line. 1st and down for the Panthers. They stay in the wishbone. Again, now they hand it off to Hanchett. Hanchett bounces off of one guy and is just stuffed right at the line. He gets to the maybe. I don't think he even got to the 20, so no. Very little gain, maybe a half yard on that play. 2nd and let's call it a long 9.
Well, it looks like the Panthers are starting to find their rhythm at least a little bit with the running game.
We're at 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Panthers down by 1, 14-13. They stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, they hand it on a counter to Johnson. Johnson tries to break it to the outside. He's got it, lowers the head, gets inside. He's inside the 10 to about the 9. So Johnson picks up another 1st down. It's 1st and goal to go for the Panthers. But now they've got to get it in for the score. Panthers bring the play in from the sideline. Now I guess you can just run power if you can get a good movement by the line. 2:35 and counting. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Quarterback Blackburn takes it off, hands it to Hanchett. Hanchett following blocker, cuts to the outside, lowers his head, and is touchdown! The Panthers have scored. So in the 4th quarter with 2:18 to go, the Panthers a 9-yard run by Hanchett, and they take the lead back at 19-14.
Oh, looks like they're going to be going for 2.
Well, looks like the Panthers may line up and go for 2. Because now play comes in from the sideline. 2:18 left to go. 2 points would make Ellsworth drive and get the touchdown, they'd either have to go for 1 for the tie or go for 2 for the win if we get the 2 point. If we don't, touchdown wins it. Here they go, wishbone formation. They take the ball, head it off. No, Blackburn runs it, pitches it at the last minute to Johnson. Johnson fumbles it, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So, good play call, but it doesn't work because Johnson could not catch the pass, the pitch, and it's now 19-14. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching PTV Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by these MyPhillipsCountyOnline.com sponsors: First National Bank and Trust, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Coombs Trucking, Dana Grandman at American Family Insurance, Firebolt Ag LLC, and Farmers National Bank. If you'd like to become a My Phillips County online sponsor, contact Robin Sides or Ken Pockabeer at Phillipsburg High School, or email news@mykansasonline.com.
Where's your color man going?
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as the Panthers have just scored to take the lead 19-14. As the Panthers get ready to kick off, they're 2 minutes and 18 seconds away from winning this ball game. Can they hold on? The kick is a short line driver, picked up on the bounce. Now it's about and just dropped on at the 29-yard line. So Ellsworth will start 1st and 10 from that point. So the Panthers have 2 minutes and 16 seconds. The ball is placed down at the 28.5 yard line. And off we go here. Panther defense has played well this second half, but can they hold on? They send 2 to each side. Defense now, quarterback takes a snap, wants to throw it on the flat, throws it out. It's intercepted by Hanson. Hanson is at the 10, the 5, touchdown Panthers! Panthers have just made a big interception play there. So with 2:08 to go, the Panthers are on the board again. A 28-yard interception return for Mr. Hanchett, and the Panthers now lead it by the score of 25-14. So now Panthers lining up for the extra point. Waiting for snap. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So the Panthers now lead it by the score of 26-14. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web. Welcome back, everyone. We're back here as the Panthers have exploded for 2 touchdowns here in a matter of about 10 seconds between touchdowns. So Panthers now lead it by a score of 26-14. 2:08 left to go. Panthers still have to not out of the woods yet, as Ellsworth has shown that they can throw the ball and throw it very effectively. They had a 65-yard touchdown pass in that first half. Panthers lining up to kick off, and we'll see whether or not they keep it on the ground as they kicked it low last time. Approaches the ball, kicks it again on the ground, and it bounces up. And we have it offsides on the Panthers. So they'll back them up 5 more yards. And we'll try the kickoff once again. So 2:08 left to go. The Panthers trailed most of this second half as they trailed from about 7:09 in the second quarter to 2:18 in the fourth. They trailed for more than half this ball game, and now they are 2 minutes and 8 seconds away from getting a win in the district. Ball's teed up once again, kicks it down, keeps it on the ground. and it bounces around, and they fall on it at the 43-yard line. So, good field position for the Bearcats as it's first and 10 at their own 43-yard line. You know they're going to come out throwing the ball. Can the Panther defense come up with another stop or at least make them use some of that time on the clock?
Or if they can come up with another interception or something, just like on the last drive, they're going to be throwing a lot.
So here we go, 2 to each side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. The Panthers show the blitz. Now they force him out of the pocket. We have a holding going to be called, and the ball is thrown down, caught right in the middle of the field, and it's in for a touchdown for the Bearcats. But I believe it's going to be coming back as we'll see what the call is here. Holding on the Bearcats. So that wipes out that touchdown, as I think the Panthers knew they had it, so they kind of gave up on the play. And so that'll move them. Spot foul. That'll move them all the way back from about their own. Well, let's see where they actually mark it. We have holding on the Bearcats. Do they have 15 penalties in this game yet?
They have. That's their 11th.
11th?
9th of the half.
9th of the half. Wow. So 10-yard spot foul. That moves the ball back to the 30. So now that makes it first and about 23. So the Panthers, again, have a great opportunity here. Bearcats send one wide out to each side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw the ball deep, throws it down, and he's got a man there again. He catches it and is dropped, but it's all the way down to the 35-yard line. So Bearcats moving the ball quickly. They will spot the ball, and when he gets the signal, they will start. Again, the Panthers not out of the woods. Signal should start. Clock should start. Bearcats go back. They throw the ball up deep again, and it is knocked away this time. Incomplete. So that time Davis made a good play on the ball. And minute 41, 2nd and 10 from the Panther 35. But boy, this Bearcat offense can move the ball in chunks.
Like I said, they're going to continue heaving it downfield, trying to get those chunk plays to try to make a comeback.
So 2nd and 10. Again, they send 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Panthers playing back in the defense. Quarterback goes back. They throw the blitz. He just throws the ball up, and it's going to be knocked down. And I think Blackburn came up with the interception. They're talking
He
it.
had it. It was landed on his hand, and he pulled it back into him. I believe that's an interception.
Oh, they're going to say complete. Oh, boy, that was a big break. So, Panthers almost got that would have sealed the deal. You take a couple kneels and you get the deal sealed, but now the ball is placed back at the 35-yard line. Bearcats up, ready to go. Panthers 3rd down and 10. Quarterback again goes back to throw. He's under pressure, throws the ball up high deep, and it's going to be knocked down by the Panthers as Davis from behind knocked it down. So it's 4th and 10 for the Bearcats.
Our pass defensives came alive these last 4 minutes of the game.
So 4th and 10. Here is the ball game. Bearcats have no choice but to go for it. Do you go deep trying to get the immediate score, or do you run some crossing patterns to try just to get the first down to get the drive alive?
I say it'd be smart for them to go deep because they only have a minute 29 and they still have 3 timeouts, but we get the ball back if they score.
So they send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Panthers send a full-out blitz. They hit him, and the ball is knocked down, incomplete. The Panthers have the football. So the Panthers are going to have the ball with a minute 25 to go at their own 35-yard line. Now you go to the pound and ground.
Yep. You just need 1 or 2 first downs. Get about 4 or 5 yards out of every run and 1 or 2 first downs. That's the ball game.
Yep. So let's see what the Panthers can do. They need to hold on to the football. No turnovers here. Panthers break the huddle. They stay in the wishbone. Blackburn operates out of his shotgun, takes the ball, hands off. As he keeps it, now he's running, and he's tripped up from behind, so he's going to lose a yard or 2. And it will be second down and let's call it 12 for the Panthers, but the Bearcats call a timeout. So, timeout on the field. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Panther Stadium. We've got a minute 18 to go. Panthers leading at 26-14. Panthers have just gotten the ball back. Their first play was a 2-yard loss. Ellsworth has a couple more timeouts, I believe, so the Panthers really need to pick up at least one first down here to really put the game away. But you really don't want to throw it. You got to just run the ball. Don't throw it, because if you don't get a completed pass, it stops the clock. So Panthers stay in their wishbone. Everybody in tight. They mark out the signals. They hand the ball off to Johnson. Johnson tried to bounce to the outside. He's got some running room. Lowers his head. Keeps going. Still breaking it. And now he steps out at about the 49-yard line. We have a flag down on the play. We'll see what the call is here.
It's about a 15-yard run. It was right on that hit, right when the tackle was made. I don't know if they're going to call it on Johnson for lowering his helmet or if they're going to call it on the defense.
I don't know. Let's see what the call is. We have targeting, I believe, on Johnson for lowering his head. That's a call you don't see too much in high school, but I guess. So it's a spot foul.
Can be first down.
No, they call it on the Panthers.
The ref just...
Well, let's see. I don't think so, because it was second down. Yeah, it should be. And I'm not sure if Johnson is allowed to stay in the game, but let's see what the play comes in. It looks like it's going to be second and about 16. So that's his first personal call. I meant targeting call, I guess, maybe. So the Panthers stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, hand it off on the Johnson to the counter. He blocks up, makes one guy miss, trying to make it through, and he's ahead. And he gets it up close to about the 44-yard line. He's just going to be about a yard and a half short of that first down. And again, the Bearcats call, I believe, their second timeout. So we'll just keep it here since we just sent it back to the station. We got a minute and one to go. 26-14. Panthers are in good shape, especially if they pick up this first down, Matt.
If they pick up this first down, couple kneels, game's over. Because I believe the Ellsworth sideline is used, what, is this their third timeout or is this just their second?
I think this is just their second, but even then.
Yeah. You run the play clock down and just take a couple kneels, game's over.
Yep. Panthers really came to life. They had that big drive with 2:18 to go, a 9-yard run by Hatchett right up the gut. The 2-point conversion was no good, but it was made it 19-14. But then, right, the first play, an interception by Hatchett, ran it back for the touchdown, and the extra point was good, and that just really turned the whole game around.
Yeah, and one really interesting stat that not many people know is every game I've attended, Phillipsburg has won.
Yeah. What is it, 1-0?
1-0.
They haven't won this one yet. So here we go. Third and about a yard and a half. Panthers stay in the flex bone. Everybody in tight, man-on-man blocking. Ellsworth shows blitz. They hand the ball off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just moves the pile, and he's got the first down. So that is really, they stop the clock for the down pile, and they'll spot it down.
Looks like they have them yard good first down.
First down, Panthers. So they'll spot the ball and start the clock. And I don't know if Ellsworth will want to even stop it.
Yeah, just get into victory formation and Clock did stop.
And now it started.
First down.
First down. So now the Panthers have everybody in tight. Blackburn is in shotgun, and they'll just let the clock run as they'll watch that back line judge as he now takes the ball, takes a knee. There's a 2-3 yard loss on the play. As I don't think Ellsworth will even stop it. They may not have another timeout left, so they're just going to let the clock. I think they know with a 12-point lead, that's not going to be able to come over that. So the Panthers are going to get the win that they needed in the district to keep their playoff hopes alive. Now, again, the ball is hiked back to Blackburn. He takes the knee, and the clock will just run off here. So the Panthers win it over the Bearcats by the score of 26-14. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.